Hello guys, let's welcome back to our channel. In this tutorial, we are going to talk about nested loop in Python. Using nested loop basically means adding one loop inside of another loop. And with this technique, we can do some amazing things. For example, we can easily generate a sequence or list of coordinates. So as a coordinates, as you know, is a combination of x and y, right? Now let's say 0 and 0. Okay, 0 and 0. And let's say 0 and 0. Now you can say, or you can want to generate a list of coordinates like this. You can do these kind of coordinates, 0 comma 1, and then 0 comma 2, and then again you will say 1 comma 0, again we will say 1 comma 1, and let's say add parenthesis, then add 1 comma 2, and these coordinates, okay, these coordinates we want to generate. Okay, we can easily generate these coordinates using the nested loop. Okay, let me show you. So we want to generate these kind of coordinates with help of nested loop. Just I will erase it. Okay, we want to start, or we can start with one loop. Let's say for x in range range, add parenthesis. Within a parenthesis we can pass the value like 4, then add the colon here. Okay, with this loop we can generate value for x coordinates. Okay, let me print this on the terminal using the inbuilt function called print print x. Okay, let me run this program where we are going to see x coordinates here. Okay, see here, it will going to generate the 3 values which for x only, which for x coordinates. Okay, we should generate a few y values, so that's where we can use the nested loop, guys. Okay, inside of this printing x, we are going to use the inner loop. Okay, first we need to want another loop for y in range range, add parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis we can going to pass the value like 3, then add the colon. Okay, now we can print x and y together, so we will print here, and we can use formatted strings to display the coordinates like this. So we can add the print print formatted strings na with have prefix f, that is f, then without space add the quotations, whether you can use single quotations or double quotations. I will use the single quotations here, then add the parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis I will going to add the curly braces. Inside the curly braces I will add the x coordinates. Okay, then then comma, add the curly braces. Inside the curly braces we will pass y value or y coordinates. Okay, let's run our program and see what we are going to getting from this. Okay, just I will enlarge this terminal, just run here. Okay, see here. Okay, these coordinates are visible on the terminal. 4 3s are 12 coordinates are going to print on the terminal. See here 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2 and 2, 0. So this is where we can use the nested loop, guys. Okay. Now let me explain exactly how this program or how this code gets executed, guys. Okay, so in the first iteration of our outer loop, x is 0. Now we are on the line 2. Okay, now we are on the line 2. Here we can have a new loop which is called an inner loop. Okay, in this loop, in the first iteration of y is going to be a 0, so we can print 0 and 0 on the terminal, right? Now the control backs here, the control backs to line 2. Okay, the control goes back to line 2 or second iteration of y will going to set to 1. But the outer loop, so x is still 0, but now y is incremented to 1. Okay, I think you people are understanding my words. So that's why we will see 0 and 1 on the terminal. Okay, once again the control goes back to line 2. Once again the control goes back to line 2, and we are on the third iteration of our inner loop. That's why y reaches 2, because this range function generates the number 0 to 3 but not including 3. So we will have 0, 1, and 2. After this inner loop completes, when the control goes back to line 2, the second iteration of outer loop, so x will be 1. Okay, I think you people are understand. When control goes back to our outer loop, that is second iteration, x reaches to 0 or x set to 1. Okay, then control will be moved to line 2 after second iteration of our outer loop. Then it will, our control goes to line 2, then executed the inner loop and print it on the terminal. Totally 4 3s are 12 coordinates are printed on the terminal, guys. Okay, I think you people are understand how this outer loop and the inner loop will be works in the nested loop, guys. So this is how we can understand how the nested loop will be works. I think video will be getting lengthy, so I will stop here only. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you people are enjoyed with this video. Bye bye, see you in the next video.